to have Jen LaGreca with Wing Victory Foundation, who's also author, producer of Just Truth, among other novels, and I believe that she's also making another movie based on her
Noble Vision.
Yeah, right, Noble Vision. And so I'm sure you realize we have nice hors d'oeuvres. We have popcorn, because we're watching a movie, and we have treats. And please grab a drink. And if you'd like, when we start the movie in about 5-6 minutes, if you want to come up and sit up here, it'd be great. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce Jen LaGreca.
Thank you. Good evening, and thank you for inviting me. I'm honored to be here. I'm Jen LaGreca, the president of Wing Victory Foundation, the sponsor of the film you'll see tonight, and I'm also the writer of the script and the novel on which it's based. Our foundation is a nonprofit charity whose goal is to advance liberty through storytelling and the arts. We're producing full-length feature movies to dramatically portray the ideas that form a free society and to warn against current threats to them. Am I coming through?
You're fine, you're good.
The great battle of mankind for freedom from authoritarian control has been a timeless theme of storytelling since ancient times. From Greek mythology, where Prometheus defied the gods by giving their fire to mankind, to plays like Joseph Addison's Cato and Schiller's William Tell, to novels like Uncle Tom's Cabin and Atlas Shrugged, humans have fought injustice and tyranny and yearned to live free, and they've expressed that through storytelling. Winged Victory Foundation is applying this great tradition to today's struggles for liberty. Through the magic of film and entertainment, we have the power to go beyond the audience reached by think tanks, white papers, articles, and policy presentations. We can potentially reach into every household by producing films with thematic depth that shine a spotlight on the important ideas and issues of our time. We want to be your go-to source for entertainment that inspires the public to better understand what a free society is, to cherish it, to recognize threats to it, and to protect it in this epic battle of our times to prevent civilization from descending into tyranny. And unlike other charities in the arts, we take no government funding. Our first film project, Just the Truth, is about the threats to a free press in the era of growing government. It's a murder mystery involving the federal takeover of a presidential election, suspicions of ballot tampering, and intense pressure on a journalist to thwart her investigation into this. When I began writing this novel in 2014, copyrighted it in 2019, and even when I published it in the spring of 2020, I still thought my wild plot was fiction. Today, I wish it were. Just the Truth combines two art forms. It's a stage play to which we added movie elements, like shooting it on a sound stage rather than a theater stage. That way, viewers are immersed in the scenes along with the actors, as in any movie. And keeping the stage play format and script made the film economically feasible as a first project for our young organization. And it worked. The film was the official selection in 12 film festivals, and it won 10 awards. There is no category for stage plays in film festivals. We entered it as a movie, and we were amazed. It broke through the almost solid wall of wokeism in current-day films and festivals. It proved to us that compelling content holds an audience, and there's a large, underserved segment of Americans that are hungry for what I call intelligent entertainment that addresses issues that they care about and speaks to their values. We just completed production of our second film, Noble Vision, which is a romantic medical thriller about the dangers of socialized medicine. In this project, we advanced beyond a stage play to a fully cinematic movie with a larger budget. So it is an indie film. It should be coming out next year. We're in post-production. I wanted to conclude with a brief summary of my personal journey. Brad was asking me about that. Regarding the novels, I made every attempt over many years, but I could not get a publisher or an agent. So I published them independently. Soon after I published my first novel, Amazon came along with Kindle, and electronic books were launched. This rescued my career and the career of many other indie authors. Kindle opened the door to reach readers directly and at an affordable price for them to take a chance on an unknown author. Kindle was really my lifesaver. Amazon made it possible for authors like me to participate in the American dream. Authors who are turned down by a few dozen agents and a handful.
Is the battery on?
I don't know. Can you hear me? I'm pretty loud.
Keep going, keep going.
And a handful of main publishers, major publishers. I mean, that's it. They're controlling all the books, you know? So I sold thousands of copies on Kindle. We could now reach boundless audiences all over the world. And my 4 novels won 14 book awards. Then I turned to a film project. It was the dream of my life to see my work turned into a movie. But then I hit a brick wall again. The studios rejected the screenplay that I wrote, and indie filmmakers were also unreachable. They said to get the investors first and then come back to them. But the investors said to get the film company first and the key talent and then come back to them. So I was in an endless loop. Then I had the idea to do play versions of my novels and perform them through local community theater companies. And this idea worked because community theaters have an entirely different business model than commercial film companies. They're nonprofit, they're low budget, they work with volunteer actors and crew, and they welcome local playwrights. And I could personally fund the small budget it would take to produce my work in local community theaters. With that, thank you. I'll try not to scream. I picked my novel, Noble, Just the Truth, to adapt to the stage. And it can be very challenging to turn a novel into a play because a novel has so many scene changes and locations. So to learn the techniques, I studied plays that have been based on novels, novellas, or movies. Many I could watch for free on YouTube. Plays like To Kill a Mockingbird, A Christmas Story, A Christmas Carol, It's a Wonderful Life formed my curriculum. And the ultimate learning experience for me was to see Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment adapted to a stage play with minimal scenery and 3 actors playing multiple roles, and it was a masterpiece. So I learned critical techniques and wrote the stage play for Just the Truth, and I found a newly formed local community theater to produce it. Just the Truth premiered as a play with volunteer actors, crude scenery, and a young director. Hundreds of people saw it and they loved it. The feedback was tremendous. It confirmed my conviction that there's an audience for good drama with the kind of ideas that we want to talk about, and content matters above all else. Then I received a legacy gift from someone who admired my work and loved liberty. And he left the seed money to create the foundation and to launch it with my stories. With the help of filmmakers in my area, we took this stage play and enhanced it with movie elements, and we made the film that you're going to see. So I hope you enjoy it. We have educational materials for schools based on the novel, and we're producing educational materials to go with the film. And I hope that to find an educational distributor so we can get it disseminated in libraries and schools and organizations. If you have any ideas, I welcome them, and I'll stay around later if anyone wants to have any discussion. So,
thank you
if
very
you
much.
turn your phones down. I hope you enjoy Just the Truth, and thank you for coming.
Thank you. Can you stay for just 1 second? I so much enjoyed having lunch with Jen today, drove to the airport, and I love the way that you describe the adaptation of the novel to the screenplay. It's got to be such a challenge, not only just writing a novel, but then making the adaptation, and then overseeing the production of the screenplay. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you all for coming too. We'll start the movie in about 2 minutes. Grab your popcorn, take your seat, grab a drink, and we'll see you in about 2 minutes. Oh, Jen, one other thing. So if people on who are watching the video that we're going to post on YouTube, if they want to see the movie, they can rent it on Netflix, right?
It's on Amazon Prime.
It's on Amazon Prime.
It's on Amazon Prime for the princely sum of $3.99.
I mean, exactly. It might even be less expensive than that. But anyway, thank you so much. Okay, great.
Thank you.
Thank you.